So exercise number 1 for measuring your natural flow of breathing, and really this is one of the diagnostic tools that we use. It's our baseline test, and it really is our base test that we continually come back to. It's originated by Dr. Konstantin Wojtyko, who originally used it to kind of diagnose people in stages of asthma, hypertension, and a whole bunch of different conditions. We love this one because it has extensive data behind it, and to be quite frank, it works. Okay, it's been used by hundreds of thousands of people worldwide over many decades. It's fairly straightforward. I'm gonna sort of guide you guys through it, and the boys here will demonstrate and take their own baseline test. What you want to have with you is a timer, a phone will do, a stopwatch, some sort of metric for taking the time. And apart from that, the pinching of the nose is fairly simple. I like to just keep my shoulders nice and slumped, rest my elbow, tuck it into my rib, and then pinch my nose and hold. Initially, this can feel slightly different, and it can even cause a little bit of an elevation of the heart rate if it's new for you, but over time, it will become second nature. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we sit down in a comfortable position, not too much talking, no distractions, just letting the body fully find ease for at least 2 to 3 minutes before taking the accurate test. Then we take about 3 normal breaths, not exaggerated big or deep breaths, also not particularly slow breaths, just trying to let the breathing normalize and stabilize for 3 breaths or so. After which, on the exhale, we breathe out to neutral lung volume, which really just means a passive exhalation. In other words, on the 3rd breath in, we take a breath in, a natural breath out, unforced. And then where the breath lands, we gently pinch the nose, maybe even close the eyes, relax the shoulders, and the timer begins the moment I pinch the nose. As you relax into the sensations and into the moment, what we're looking for is the first distinct desire to breathe, also known as the urge to breathe or air hunger. And of course, this is the carbon dioxide building up in our system and really giving us a reflection of where our tolerance sits that particular moment. It can, for some people, show up in the belly. The classic one is the diaphragm making a little jump, also known as a contraction, or what is really going on, as we know, is that the body is actually just trying to breathe. In other words, the diaphragm is trying to pull down, but because we've closed the epiglottis upon holding the breath, it will show up as a little jump between the ribs, in the chest, and for some people also in the throat. If you find that there's a particular discomfort in the throat when you hold the breath and you feel the urge very strongly here, it can help to swallow upon starting the exercise, and this helps relax the throat muscles into the breath hold. But for some people, it definitely sits in the throat. Classically, it was also said that mental sensations can also account as the urge to breathe. In other words, sensations of panic, strong discomfort, or like very negative thoughts. This can also count, but I find over time, as you come to know this exercise and through it your breathing and your body, really, it becomes a distinct physical notion. For myself personally, it is very clearly that the diaphragm will move slightly when I cessate my breathing, but then about a particular point, it wants to make this first jump, and it just gives me a very gentle, right? It's almost not noticeable, but that first bump, that's when I release. It can take about 5 to 7 days, and sometimes even a little bit longer, of consistently taking the score at the same time of day, in the same state of mind, for you to really work out what your baseline is. So it's important to stick with the exercise. The first one, be very objective, okay? Don't take it to heart. It doesn't yet mean much, but we're trying to get to know what that score is over a consistent point of days, and then we have something to work with. We have a starting point, and we can also get a direction in mind. So, shall we give it a go?
Yeah.
Amazing. So we've sat down for a little while, breathing nice and slow and natural. And we're going to take 3 gentle breaths in. So let's meet on the exhale and take a breath in And a gentle breath out, just letting the breath fall. And once more, a breath in. Normal, soft breath out. Okay, then on the next breath in, you're going to breathe out, pinch the nose and start the timer at the same point. The clock is on. Relax your shoulders, relax the facial muscles, the muscles around the eyes. Soften everything, let your body go gentle as the clock continues. And when you feel that first distinct breath, gently release the nose, take a soft breath in, and stop the timer. Take a moment just to breathe natural, let your breathing stabilize, and you simply note down the time in your daily journal. As mentioned before, it can take a little while for you to get a grasp of what your real time is. The beauty of this exercise is that it is so on point. And when you use it over time, you will really come to see these slight variations in the score and what they mean for you. I find myself personally that if I haven't slept well for a night, if there's been stimulants, right? Coffee, things like that, that can sort of interfere with my natural breathing flow, it's all reflected in the score. And this is one of the reasons why we aim to be very consistent with when we take the score. Perfect world scenario, wake up in the morning, do what you gotta do, drink a glass of water with a pinch of natural sea salt, sit down on the side of the bed, or somewhere where you feel completely comfortable. Don't touch your phone just yet. Don't drink any coffee just yet. Stay away from emails and anything that's going to interfere with your natural state. Take a few moments just to check in, then take the score. And you've got a really accurate reflection of how your body is feeling and how your breath is going to move throughout the day.